Good day everybody, it's Karina here and welcome back to the color Artifier. So I guess we can just get straight to it. I have heard of great things of our store while I'm being cared for. I am extremely happy that you are continuing on with your life without me. Fret not, I will return soon. Every second I can feel my energy returning to me. These old bones will fight on. For now, please take care of yourself and forgive this old man for abandoning you at such a terrible inconvenience. Thanks, Daddy. Good morning, Hugh. What have you got there? A telegram message from my father. Your father? Is he well? Yes, he is. In fact, he is well on to full recovery. He said that he will be returning home soon enough. How exciting! You must be relieved after all this time to have your burden of taking care of your shop and your father be lifted soon. Have you had the time to visit him in the hospital? No, my time was well spent here for most of my week, but the doctors expect his recovery to be finished by tomorrow. So we are finishing this off, nice. I will go to him and make sure he comes here safely. You're a good man, Hugh. Your father is really lucky to have you by his side. Thank you for your kind words, Lila. I feel as if I can breathe easier. But please, I have work to do and I cannot stop my endeavor to gather enough gold day by day. What brings you here? Your service is always needed. It saves me the time from planting, waiting and harvesting flowers. And I have good news to share. Though that can come later, I assume you know why I'm here again. Simple lavender, please. No gimmicks this time. Were you not the one to challenge me to keep things interesting? It is the morning, Hugh. Would you really want to expend so much energy to figure out such puzzles when the day has just barely started? Fair enough. Okay, so just a simple lavender. So that, and that. Are the lavender flowers a popular purchase? No, lavender is simply my favorite color. I found this lovely dress when I was guided by Madeleine and bought it. Now I just need to recolor it. I have many different flowers with your help, but I still need your services for more types and for other matters. And so I do need to make another request. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the color itself, but I do know of it. What I do know is that one of its base colors is symbolic for loyalty, either to friends or associates. The color is very light as well, but not too light. And that the color is to encourage the well-being of another. I hope this helps. It does. I can work with this. Turquoise? Yeah, I think it's turquoise. But turquoise doesn't have loyalty. Mixed with the base of loyalty. I mean, it's absolutely some kind of blue. Mixed with the base of loyalty. I mean, cerulean has loyalty. Not too dark or not too light. I think it might be cerulean. Perhaps I could be wrong, but let's go with that. Why is it always cerulean? Okay, it was not cerulean. Shall this do for you? I believe so, though I'm not sure about the shade of this. There is a flower called Forget-Me-Not. Can you guess what it means? Considering the name, it should pertain to everlasting memories of people. Yes, this flower is usually given to close friends as means of displaying their relationships, bonded through memorable events that can last a lifetime. That periwinkle flower you gave me, that carries the same meaning too. Almost. The difference between those two is that the periwinkle is given for newfound friends. The forget-me-not is for deeper friendship. Madame Blundell, welcome. What brings you here? Hugh, I've come to formally apologize to you. To apologize? For what? Last night was the first night among many in which I did not throw a party for those shallow elites. Such silence took my home, but I never felt any happier. I was not trained to make parties for anyone. I spent time for myself. I was painting, not for the sake of riches, but for my own happiness. I spent my night constantly thinking what I could paint next, what my imagination can come up with. It has been a long time since I ever felt such excitement and wonder. And you were trying to help me realize all of this, that I did not need such a frivolous life, but I ignored your words. I believe I was at fault as well. I questioned your lifestyle and, in turn, I've harshly critiqued who you are. I should have been more considerable with my words. You did what was best for me, tried to clarify my mind and tried to help me think rationally. I hope you can accept this ignorant woman's apology. I do. You're changing your life for the better, and so I have done my part. Why did you throw so much parties if they did not make you happy? Darling, even I have a vague clue of how it started. It began to earn gold by selling my art piece to whoever attended my party. But I no longer relied on selling them, as I sell them at art galleries and to any willing buyer. I suppose I wanted to throw a party to my so-called friends, but now I realize that I was being taken advantage of. Did you have a lavish lifestyle every night because you wanted to feel surrounded by people who can be your friends? Madame Blundell, there's no need to be ashamed of that. It is completely understandable if you are feeling lonely. That you would remedy it through spending time at events where many people are bound to attend. Yes, I was under the same circumstances as you. I am an orphan, and I spent many of my days trying to live by myself, by selling flowers. The only time I could connect with another is when I sell my flowers. Oh, darling, alone in this world. I am sorry for you have to suffer through such a fate. I was lucky enough that my own family provided me the necessities. No, I do not. They never cared about me. All they cared about was my skills as a painter. They had me stay home for most of my life, painting whatever pieces and sell them immediately. Never to go out or to enjoy whatever this city has to offer. They used me as if I was nothing. They used me to get rich, and so I left and came here in the city, gathering most of my paintings and selling them for myself. How terrible of your family. I suppose you used parties as means of compensating for your lost life. You were deprived of socializing with anyone that you threw parties to. Find such camaraderie, but not well-meaning connections. You may be right, but I'm no longer like that. I can do better than the elites of my family. That is very empowering to hear. Why, thank you. Are you Lila Forsyth I have heard of? I am. How did you know? Hugh's friend, Jones, have spoken highly of you, not as much as Hugh here. If anyone here is a powerful individual, it would have to be you, Lila. A woman at your age to care for herself when no one else can support you. I would have never survived. I would disagree. I believe Hugh here is the most influential and empowering figure around here. He has been made endeavors to ensure his shop stay open while his father is ill. You shouldn't put me under such high remarks. I'm flattered, but I do not deserve of such praises. I do not understand you. You have such unique skills, never before seen in my life. Yet you doubt yourself. Why? If I may speak out of truth, I believe my crafts are not too important. My father and Jones always tell me that I have the potential to color the world any way I wish. I know that they are exaggerating my impact on the world in order to make me feel better. But I know too well that my colors have barely any effect on this world. I rarely see my work displayed outside my shop. No lavender, no gold, no cyan, nothing. I see the same colors every day and none of them are mine. Well, Hugh, have you ever considered that you have your whole life to color this world? I have. My father has been working this craft for his whole life, yet the world is still the same. Then perhaps it is not the impact you have on our city, but on us. You were the first one to listen to my tales so earnestly. And you asked me for my flowers and what they mean, rather than me telling you first. Not many of my clients did that. I was alone, but you were always there to listen to what I have to say and smile whenever I come in. You became what was bereft from me when I became an orphan. You became my friend. You may not be able to see this world the way you want to see it, as would I see it full of flowers, but at least we are together in this. This is right, Hugh. You gave us the opportunity to tell our stories to you, and you would find ways to help us with our lives, with just a color. If it had not been for your intervention, I would have been lost, wasting my time for people who do not care for me. You may not believe your work to be meaningful, but to us it is everything. George and I have been fighting all the time over this matter. I was blinded that I should be the one to change this world. I forget that you are part of my world too. As long as I bring about positive change for you, then maybe I'm already coloring this world to my will. Jones was right the whole time. Someone with such talent should never doubt themselves, something I have learned throughout my life. Yes, your skills has gotten to where you are now. Do not forget that. I will not, I promise. Wow. Excellent! Now I would not mind feeling great again, considering how I come to your store, and it's expected that I leave feeling so. I do need more paint colors for my painting. It seems like time has eluded me. I spent my whole night painting that I lost myself. Even until dawn has arrived. Have you any rest, Madame Lundell? I feel lively, but do not worry about me. Though I may have reached my peak, I am still a prominent woman, you know. So I would like color for a self-portrait. When you are a master landscape artist, you will learn to have fun drawing in other styles. If I may, Hugh, I would like a color that fits my style, please. One that will fit your style? I will return momentarily. Oh boy. Color that fits her best. Harmonic yeah, sure. Because she has accepted and changed. I guess. So magenta perhaps? Or purple too? Interesting. I guess magenta? I really don't know. Yes, it was right. Your color, just as you asked for. Will we get to see what you have made once you are done with it? Of course, darling. I will have an art opening in my home, and I will only invite worthy. You will? Yes, including the both of you. I would be honored to accept such an invitation. Likewise, it's been some time since I've attended a party. Then I will make sure I do not disappoint. Do what you can for the party, as long as it is nice evening out. I need to take my leave. I have my business to run. Councilwoman Madeleine has given me promising clients in her district. I do look forward to your paintings when you finish them. Take care, darling. I hope you find yourself with many riches. Thank you for visiting me, Lila. Tell me, Hugh, do you like her? Yes, she's a dear friend of mine. Oh, she meant liking like that. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh no, I have not any deeper feelings for her, just as a friend. Oh, you're not blushing, so you are speaking honestly. So it's true then. What is true? What have you heard? Hello. Wait, why is your name Charles now? Wasn't your name Giorgio? What the heck? Hello, I hope I'm not interrupting you. Monsieur I guess Charles Gregorio could be. Monsieur Gregorio, a pleasure to see you. Gregorio, you've returned. How are you? Charles, actually. I beg your pardon. Charles Holland, pleased to meet you. Gregorio Sharp was just a fake name that I had to impress others. But why? Why keep your name hidden from us? Because I wanted to hide my shame. I've always wanted to become a well-known writer, but I've never had such experience to be a writer at all. So I took a pseudonym, so I can actually feel like a rising poet and a writer, not just some boy who has no future. My mother and father has always spoiled me, giving me much of their bounties on a whim. I was served with a golden plate my whole life. I never for once thought that I had to work for my future. My brothers came whatever they wanted, a blacksmith, an architect. They all worked for their life. I did not know that. So when my time came and my family expected me to take a career, I had no idea what to do. Oh, darling. How do you do it, Madame Blundell? How did you become an accomplished painter? I was born with such skills, Charles. I never really had to practice the art of painting. Damn it! Think about it, Charles. What would be better, for you to be born with just a skill, or for you to accomplish what you deserve through great endeavors? You are still but young. You have enough time to grow and become a renowned poet. And people will come to see you as a role model, a person who had nothing became everything he wanted to be. Does that not sound nice, Charles? To become anything at your age? Oh, to be young again. If I weren't an artist, I could have tried my hand with cooking and become the city's greatest chef. I will kneel before my delicious sweet rolls. Someone stole your sweet roll? A bit too much, Madame Blundell. But I stand by my word. Take your time with your life. There's nothing wrong with that. Have you any role models you look up to? You can use them or other things to stimulate your imagination. Yes, right. Why not ask for a color? How did that go to that? Also, madam, you're hiding how much gold I need. I've already tried that so many times, it doesn't work very much. Perhaps you were expecting too grand of a piece when you look at the color. Try it again, but do not impose such grand standards for yourself. I don't know what to get. Allow me to help then. You wanted me to have my own clarification when I visited you in the past. I think this young man needs the same color. Ah, yes, I can make that again. Madame Blundell suggests I give Charles the color that depicted itself as reinvigorating color. What was that again? Turquoise? Here you are, Charles. What can you think of? I am unsure. Do not let doubts get to you, Charles. Just let it flow. Learn to get things happen freely. A sea. A sea that washes away all that is now. Doubt is what destroys all that could be and make us see less of what we have wrought. So I drag my doubt and my anxieties with me to the warm sands and the cold ocean, waiting for the sea. And when I saw the wave come and pass, I'm finally free. Wow, that was beautiful, I guess. At least I think the point of it is being great. How marvelous, Charles. Oh, I have never heard of such beautifully written words, cried Hugh. The color I have given you, turquoise, it is meant to be a color of clarification and reinvigoration. You somehow put its meaning under a better light. Do you really think so? I know so. Just keep your imagination alive and let it flow freely. Keep practicing and learning, Charles. Even if you were born with such a grand talent, there is no shame in always practicing your crafts when you have the time. Perhaps I need a push now and then. Would you be needing another color? No need. I would like to expand my horizons, see what I can think of from other events and items. You've done me a great favor, Hugh. I hope to repay you for such kindness no one has ever given me. The kindness of a new outlook to my future. You as well, Madame Blundell. Would you like me to accompany you to wherever you need to go? I need some inspiration for myself, and having a friend by my side is always nice. That would be lovely. We can always help one another with our crafts. Like you, Hugh. I do what is best for the world I want to see, and I want to see you thrive as proper bard, Charles. If I were ever to be published, you both will be the first to hear about it. Splendid! It has been quite a long time since I've enjoyed a well-written book. I highly doubt that I can meet the standards of veteran writers, but I will try. I know what I said, Charles. Now let us go. We have our inspirations waiting for us outside. I hope you have a good day, Hugh. I will look forward to seeing you soon. What a joy to see two skillful men acknowledge their strengths and weakness. I will take my leave as well. Thank you for everything, Hugh. It seems that those two make quite a team. I think the game is really ending in this episode. Welcome to you both. How was the walk to my shop? Calming and warm. It is rather a nice day outside. If you have time, you should enjoy yourself with frolicking out from your shop. How are you today, Mr. Grom? Have you a good morning? It has been rejuvenating for me. I've never felt any better. And you both? Has your wedding planning been going our way? Frankly, not at all, Hugh. We are growing more weary as the day goes on and our wedding nears us. We are suffering from poorly equipped staffers assisting us in our planning. Blasted idiots, all of them. Our assistants had the gall to order seafood, even after we specifically asked them not to. Do they not know that Madeleine is allergic to such things? It could have been fatal for her. Byron, I'm sure that they made a mistake. We are overworking them, tasking them to help oversee parts of our district, and preparing for our wedding can be stressful. A mistake was bound to happen sooner or later. A mistake that could have taken your life. How can you be so nonchalant about this? Need I remind you, the last time someone brought seafood to a gathering several months ago? Yes, I accidentally ate seafood. Luckily there was a doctor within our vicinity who has helped me recover quickly. And what if we are not lucky the next time you eat seafood? I carry emergency medications with me after such an event. I'm no fool, Byron. I came prepared. My life will be fine if we ask the assistants to label the food, so I can properly avoid them if they prove to be hazardous for me. Do not fret so much about it, especially not in front of Mr. Crome. I do not want him to feel uncomfortable in his own place. I'm sorry, my boy. I try to not lose my temper, but it's not easy to control it at this time. I understand you are growing more weary as the days go on. But you should not let your frustrations get to you. Is there any way I can help you with your predicaments? With this matter, no, but we are in need of your guidance. A very important request, so please take heed. Our ring. We would like it to be colored. Your wedding ring? That feels a bit too important to color. That is why we need your help. You are the true expert of colors, so we have come to you. Yes, please help us, Mr. Crumb. If you trust me this much to provide service to such a thing, then what do you both wish for? A bountiful marriage. A marriage with... Her voice cracked, let's say that. A marriage filled with love and happiness. Oh boy. I could not hear you both properly. What was it that you wanted? Dear, I thought we both agreed that we want our marriage to be valuable. Why else have we come here if you wanted something different? I do not want anything different. My wishes were to have a marriage filled with value and love for one another. You may have misunderstood me. I would not have misunderstood you if you were more clear about this. Let us not try to argue any further. We are not getting anywhere if both of you are hindering our progress. Clearly we cannot get things done with you constantly changing things, Byron. For once, can we agree to something? You are set to things in a particular way that confuse me. Come on, I'm not a marriage counselor. That is enough. What will the other think of your happiness and marriage if all you do is argue? I apologize, I let myself go. So have I. I am a fool to do this to you here. We must be very frustrating to handle and work with. If you would not want to work with us, we will understand. Oh, hey, Oran, hi. Oh, excuse me. Oran, hello. Can you wait while I help these two? I can wait. I do not have any qualms working with you both, but Byron and Madeleine, please understand that you both need to move forward together if you are to ever agree on anything. If you love each other so much, why is it so difficult for you to do so? I'm unsure, Mr. Crumb. It has been a very tiring month for us. I just want to have a perfect life with Byron. I do not want it marred by some tragedy that struck my mother and father. Madeleine, I also want a perfect life with you, just like that of my own mother and father. Their marriage was prosperous and meaningful, what I want for us. If we cannot agree to the same wish, I suppose I would not mind accepting your own wish as mine as well. It would be unfair for you to accept my decisions as your own. Fair enough. You, please do us this favor. Find a color suitable for either me or Madeleine. I will try my best. Try not to argue while I'm gone. The council members entrusted me to find the perfect colors fit for both of them, a bountiful and life-filled color. Oh boy. Let's see. Is there something good here? Let's see. Life-filled and bountiful. I have no idea. Orange. Life-filled and bountiful. Peach. I have no idea. Oops, wrong color. Should we go with peach? Charming traits, eternity, immortality, will do youth. Life-filled, immortality and youth. Bountiful, charming. I don't know. Let's just go with that. Okay, it was wrong. But we got the gold needed, so it's fine. Is this the color to your liking? I do not know. Byron, what do you think? I'm unsure as well. Will we be able to come back and find ourselves with a different color? If you are unsatisfied, I will be more than happy to help you once again. Your ring is very important, so I will try my best once again if need be. Thank you. We will try our best and be more detailed with our desires for a color. You're helping us with our ceremony. You deserve to be given as much details as we can keep. To make sure our wedding runs smoothly and for us to be happy further on. We do apologize again if it's excruciating to work with us and our different desires. But think harder, both of you. A life together, filled with success and love for one another. You just need to understand that the other may have another means to achieving such a goal. If you can understand this, then such different decisions will be nothing to fret about. You deserve each other, but you both need to understand and communicate if you are to keep each other. He's right, Byron. We should spend less time arguing and more time communicating. I fell in love with a man who only wanted others to be happy. You're selfless and always considerable. Maybe this whole month of planning has forced us to think more quickly, but with less care. All I care about is being married to you, dear. The ceremony can go in any other way. Our ceremony is special. We should not forsake it after all our investments placed into it. It will. Interested in the color, little one? Sorry, I did not mean to intrude. There's nothing wrong with being curious. Your name is Oran, correct? Your name sounds familiar. I simply cannot remember well enough. Can you, Byron? I do not remember, though I do recognize the name. Oran, these are council members of the city, Byron and Madeleine. Just like my mother? Your mother? The only woman I know in the council are myself and Nora Barefoot. Wait, are you Oran Barefoot? I knew she had a younger son, and I always see your brother when she brings him to council meetings. Oh, it is good to finally meet you. Your mother always speaks highly of her children. Yes, and the guardsmen headquarters are in the Northern District. I would frequently meet with your father, Edmond, about his matters around the city. A very resilient man. And your sister is quite the image that your father expects her to be. And what about you, Oran? Preparing to become another council member or a guardsman? I was hoping to find a future in becoming a proprietor of a bakery. A baker? How exciting! I always love good pastries. I will be having many in my wedding. You? A baker? Yes. Are you the one that bakes those goods I always see in your father's office? Yes. No wonder he is selfish in keeping all those goods for himself. Your sister told me that one of his guardsmen took a sample of your goods. He nearly fired the man for taking what was his. The guard told us it was well worth being dismissed for what he did. Really? It is all true, Oran. Your mother is a bit more willing to share than your father. Even if she did give a small piece, smaller than my fingertips, every bit of that food was piece of heaven. Whenever I try and figure where she'd received such delicacy, she gives me the pleasant lie of receiving them from someone special. I thought Edmund took to baking, which seemed rather unusual for him, but your brother has told me that you always give them to her. They really love my... I don't think that's something Hugh's supposed to say. I think that's something... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to say that voice. They really love my baking. I always felt that they would be ashamed that I took up to baking. Ashamed of you? Heavens no! Nora always tells me that though you may be not the typical Burwood like your siblings, you are her son, and that's all that matters to her. You Burwoods always have been so stoic, but you are all just the same as any family, loving and caring for one another, just different means of displaying them. If they love your baked goods, then I am sure that you will be a promising baker. Not only do they love you, your mother and father hold you to high regard, Oran. Do not forget that. If they love your baked goods, then I am sure that you will be a promising... Oh, didn't you say that already? If you think so, then I do have a future as a baker. I will not fail my family. You are a true Burwood, Oran. Oran, it has been a lovely time meeting you. Byron and I still have work to do. And you need to apologize to those poor assistants. I'm sure that they never meant me any harm. If they did, then they will be immediately dismissed, and I will have Edmund personally arrest them. Fine, I can agree to those terms. Hugh, thank you from the bottom of my heart. If it had not been for you, we would have continued our petty arguments. No doubt we will start questioning our happiness together. Your service has truly been an experience for all of us. I will always recommend your shop if anyone asks around the best places in our city. Your father will be happy to hear about this. If he does return, do not hesitate to tell me. You both deserve to be awarded for all the good deeds you've done to the citizens of Okalagan. I'm sure he will be hearing about this soon enough. I advise you to return when you can. Send my regards to your father too, Hugh. You have been a life changer for us. Lest we can personally thank him ourselves. Take care, both of you, and have a wonderful evening. It has truly been a pleasure. Please again. Okay, Oran, what do you want? Or what shall you have? So, Oran, you have returned, which means that you got some baked goods on you? I have. Though, where is Miss Buchanan? I was hoping to see him too. I'm unsure. I have not seen him all day. It is possible that his time is quite full for the day. Can I leave them with you, just so that you can give them to him when you do see him? You can. I will make sure to give whatever you made for us. Alright then, here's your share. Just a simple chocolate croissant. Try it out. Looks good, though I've yet to try it, so who knows how good this will truly be. Oran, what is your secret? This is godsend. Never in my life have I ever tasted such a delicacy before. Well, I had a recipe book that my mother bought for herself, but never used. I lost it a while back. Though I may not know the exact recipe contents, I do improvise a little and modify it to how I see fit. The chocolate croissant is among the many recipes I mostly remember, but I've improvised the most. Now I know why your mother and father are very reluctant in sharing their goods. Now, I'm glad you enjoy my baking. It gives me hope that many like you will love it. May I ask you for your service? I need help in thinking about my business. Certainly, what can I help you with? I was looking for a banner for my baked goods, a design that can attract people. But I do not plan to start a business soon. I would like to see what my brand can look like. So I will need a color so I can draw one. Something bright and exciting. Bright and exciting. I may know what you need. Yellow? Yellow would sound nice. Yep, absolutely yellow. That's cyan, not yellow. This is yellow. Yellow, bright and exciting. Many thanks, I cannot wait to make something. Then I suppose you will be leaving back home now. I will, the sun is setting and my mother and father will be expecting me to return home soon. Please make sure that Mr. Jones also try out my croissant. I would like to know what he thinks of it. Goodbye, Mr. Hugh. Goodbye, Oran. Okay, please say this is the last day. Though it would be rather unfair for Jones to be absent for his croissant. Eating a little bit of it is justified under such circumstances. Just one piece. Gotcha! You got caught. I assume you already ate it. Good evening, Hugh. What have you got there? Oh, Oral left just a few minutes ago. He gave us the baked goods he promised. Ah, perfect. Where's my share? I knew it, he ate it. He looks so disappointed. Hugh, is that my share? Shh, I am hungry. That you are. Now I will be taking my share. Fine, take it. What do you think? Wow. Oran made this. This is delicious. I've told him the same thing. I hope he becomes a baker. I have heard from Byron and Madeleine that his mother and father love his goods. I'm not surprised. He will make an excellent chef, the best of what Okalagan has to offer. But enough about him. I've got news to tell you. So have I. My father has sent me a message that he's almost fully recovered. Even the doctors and nurses confirmed it. He's expected to return soon. Is that true? Then that is the most excellent news we've gotten this week. How are you feeling, Hugh? You must be relieved that you will not need to gather enough for both of your shop and your father. I am, though I certainly do not mind the time I've spent here without father. I actually ended the episode here. I hope you liked it and bye bye.